Hello everyone, Dr. Mohon-Doyle here. This presentation will not have a separate PowerPoint with notes since it's not a PowerPoint. Instead, I will be walking you through how to use the tabs at the top of the screen and how to record your audio for your presentation. First, if you do not have a PowerPoint on your computer, you actually have free access to it and other Microsoft Office programs like Word and Excel. If you just Google APSU Microsoft Office. It's usually the first link that shows up, so this Service Office 365 student. Click on this link, then you'll click on this Install Office 365 and follow the install prompts. This will at least get you access to the online versions of these programs. From there, you can decide to download the full offline version to your computer. I know that there are several other programs that allow you to create slideshows, including Google Slides and Canva. However, I know for a fact that you can save and upload a PowerPoint with audio and notes to D2L, so I prefer that you use this program. All right, so once you have PowerPoint on your computer, you're going to open a new file and you're going to see a blank slide template that looks kind of like this. Choose your slide design by clicking on this design button up here. You've got lots of options, but you want to test out a few to decide which fits the topic and the tone of your presentation and which will be the easiest for your viewers to look at. So if you actually look at these, some of these are really bright and that's just kind of too much. So you need to find the one that's going to work best. If you're doing something very techy, there's one on here that has like little circuit boards. Some of these can look really nice from the beginning, but once you start putting in your information and your pictures, they start to look a little bit off, so you want to check a couple of them. To add pictures to your slideshow, you will go to Insert, and you'll have this little Pictures button here. If you click, the little drop-down menu will give you options for finding pictures. My version of PowerPoint, which may not be the exact same version of as yours, has this stock images. So if I go to stock images, I look up robots. Just go with that since that's what our class is about. It'll give me pictures like this that I can use in my PowerPoint, no problem. You may not have access to stock images. Instead, you may only have this access to online pictures that will just check the internet for images that you can use, and you can select from there. It's not as robust as the stock images are. You can also just download from your computer if you already have pictures that you want to include. If you want to add transitions, if you want to get fancy and add some transitions, you can click on the transitions button. You can choose and test out the different versions of it. You can choose the one that you want. You can change how long that transition occurs. So if you want it to go a little bit faster, you think that's a little bit too slow, you can test it so that's a little bit quicker. You can add sound. Please don't add sound. If you want to, go for it, whatever. And then you can apply all, so that will make sure that all of your slides will have the exact same transition. You can also add animations here from here. So if you're on like this one, you can click and you can do appear, and it will make it so that each of these 4 elements in my slide will show up individually when I do it from the slideshow. But that means that I'll have to click every time I want something to show up. And as I mentioned in the Creating an Effective PowerPoint Presentation video, these are not necessary, and they can be a little bit distracting if they're not subtle enough and if you're not practiced enough at using them. At the bottom of each slide, you'll see this notes section. This is where you're going to put the elements from your script that coincide with the slide. So you can type down here like this. If it's not showing up, that just means that you need to click this notes button down here at the bottom. If this is not enough space for you to see what you're writing, you can bring this up and down. This space is infinite. So the most important tool that I want to show you is the audio recorder. My version of PowerPoint has this actually in 2 places, so I can click on record up here, and I can record audio, and I can actually record myself from the beginning of the slideshow, almost like a video. The other place is the insert tab. This is probably the most likely place for you to find the audio recorder. So if you go over to media, you'll see this audio drop down, and then you can record audio from there. I would like you to just record audio for this project and not do a full video. This is just going to be easier for you to upload. It's going to be a smaller file, and your classmates can review the slides and notes at their own pace with this version as well. The audio recorder itself is really simple. So if you click the audio recorder there, this is all that shows up. So you just click this red button right here to record your audio, and so right now it is actually recording me. When I hit stop, it will stop recording. I can listen to myself back, which is terrible, but here we go. If I don't like that, if I'm not satisfied with it, I can click cancel. That will get rid of that audio, and then I can go up here and just open this file again. If I'm happy with it, I just click OK, and this big audio icon will show up here. Kind of, interrupts my slide here, my text and my pictures, so I can actually move this down to the corner just by clicking and grabbing it and bring it down to the bottom. I can also play it again from here. If I end up deciding that I don't like it, I can click on it again, and I can just hit the delete button, and then it's gone. Each of your slides should have its own little audio recording down in the corner. These audio will actually play automatically if you're doing a slideshow, so each time the slide is changed, the audio will begin to play. As you record your audio, I have a few pieces of advice based on personal life experience. First, know where your mic is. Is it in your computer? Do you have a nice streaming mic? Or are you using a crappy old headset that you found in a closet like I am? No matter what, make sure that you're close enough to it so it can pick up your voice clearly. Once you know where your mic is, test it to see how sensitive it is, and check the quality of the audio. You don't want grainy sound. You don't want a whole bunch of extra things going on in the background. You want to make sure it's picking you up clearly. Do your best to record in a quiet space. I know that it isn't always possible, but it can help if you let your roommate or spouse or parents know that you're going to be recording for a class project. Do not record outside. It almost never goes well. There's always some kind of ambient noise, whether that's the wind or a neighbor mowing the yard. It's just not good. As you read your script, smile and let your body move as if you're giving the presentation in front of others. If you just sit there, it's gonna sound monotone and boring. Put the excitement into your voice. Your classmates are gonna be able to hear it. Also, enunciate. Clip your words just a little bit so that they don't flow together and become difficult to understand. Give yourself enough time to do a few takes. My video recordings rarely go well the first time or two. It usually takes me about an hour to successfully record a pre-scripted video for this class. Your audio doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be clear and sound like you rehearsed a few times before you accepted the file. If you have any questions, or would like to schedule a Zoom conference, contact me at Mohon-Doyle K at apsu.edu.